Hello and welcome to another session whereby I shall be taking you through the quotient rule of differentiation. Basically, this method is usually applied when you have a function expressed as a quotient of two terms. For example, when we have a function y is equals to 3 multiplied by cos x, all of it divided by 5x cubed. To differentiate, there is usually a formula that makes our work a bit simple, where you have the formula is change of y in respect to x will be v multiplied by change of u in respect to x minus u multiplied by change of v in respect to x, all of these divided by v squared. Therefore, like we had done earlier in the product rule, we have to let our first term, which is 3 multiplied by cos x, to be u, and the second term, which is 5x cubed, to be v. With this, we'll find that we shall have two separate functions. Therefore, we shall go ahead and differentiate them separately. Let's do it. Our first one is u is equals to 3 multiplied by cos x. As you can see here, it's a product of two terms. Therefore, we shall use the product method to solve. The first function, u is equals to 3 cos x. With the product rule, we say that you can let the first term to be a non-variable, like let's say z, and the second term to be a non-variable, let's say w. And there, with these, you will use a formula to find change of u in respect to x. You'll take w multiplied by change of z in respect to x plus z multiplied by change of w in respect to x. Let's go ahead and differentiate these terms. Z is equals to 3 when change of z in respect to x will be 0, since from the power rule the derivative of a constant value it's 0, and our change of w in respect to x will be negative sign x. Let's feed it in our formula, and our change of u in respect to x will be w, which is cos x, multiplied by change of z in respect to x, which is 0, then plus z, which is 3, multiplied by change of w in respect to x, which is negative sin x. And our change of u in respect to x will be cos x multiplied by 0, it's 0, then plus negative 3 sin x. And our change of u in respect to x will remain to be negative 3 sin x. Let's try to find change of v in respect to x, where we have our v to be 5x cubed. From the power rule, change of v in respect to x will be 5 multiplied by 3 x raised to power 3 minus 1, and our change of v in respect to x will be 15x squared. Having our quotient rule formula, which is change of y in respect to x is equals to v change of u in respect to x minus u multiplied by change of v in respect to x, all of it divided by v squared. With this, change of y in respect to x will be our v, which is 5x cubed, multiplied by change of u in respect to x, which is negative 3 sine x, minus u, which is 3 cos x, multiplied by change of v in respect to x, which is 15x squared. Let's open the brackets. Shall find that our change of y in respect to x, all of these will have to divide it by v squared, which is 5x cubed. Then you square it. Let's try to open the bracket. Our change of y in respect to x will remain to be 5 multiplied by negative 3. It's negative 15x cubed sine x, minus 3 multiplied by 15, it's 45 x squared cos x. All of these divided by 5x cubed will be 25x raised to power 5. The denominator part, you'll find that 5x cubed multiplied 5x cubed multiplied by 5x cubed, it's 25x raised to power 6. Because from there, if you have let's try to solve it over here. 5x cubed, all of it squared, it's the same as 5x cubed multiplied by 5x cubed.